Hey everybody, I did not even try the countdown this time because of what happened last time. So we're just going to go live and go with it. So, you guys doing all right? How's everybody doing?
Doing fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Me good. How
We're
you?
playing D&D. Like, come on, how bad could it be?
I do
All
I
right.
do want to give a quick shout out to Tony, aka Clickbait, for sending me the Respect the Shoe Bill shirt.
Oh my gosh,
Oh my god!
that's
Where did you even
fantastic.
find that?
I don't. What? I think it was Amazon actually.
That's
Oh my god!
hilarious.
I can that exists is amazing.
Even the font is so Alex.
Yeah.
I thought for sure that it was a heavy metal cover, album cover.
I mean, it could be. Look at this guy. Look at those eyes.
I know exactly.
Respect,
Once I
respect the shoe
saw
bill.
what one of those birds looked like, I was like, I gotta find a T-shirt for that.
Extra shoe bill.
I swear they either look demonic or like a Muppet.
Yeah, they can look real goofy.
Yeah.
If their mouth is open,
Okay.
You say that like I didn't consider that when choosing it as my pick.
No, we know you.
All right. Well, let's get started here. So, last time you guys had went through the city where you took care of your business as far as what you got to do. You got your money to start with. You got transportation,
We took care of it.
which is a large wagon being pulled by two horses, and you got some cool magic item stuff, and then you made your way. Literally, we ended it last time with the gates of the city closing behind you. So, if you remember, there was a paved or I guess you could call it gravel or cobblestone or whatever pathway that is the road that leads from to all the other cities. All the major cities are connected, and villages and whatnot are not, though. So as you're driving the wagon, and by the way, for those of you who are interested, who might be watching, we have Warlock and his shoebill stork baby mama in the driver's seat, sitting beside each other. And then behind them is our giant turtle Oogway, and scrunched up beside him is Alec.
Why is
The valet
Alex
of-
next to me and not next to his boss?
Yeah, well, that is next to his boss because behind you on the left side is the Duke, and then Clickbait is on the right side, and then bringing up the rear, feet probably dragging the wagon, is Smack, who, in case you forgot, is 15 feet tall.
Shouldn't like? Can we just have him like pulling the wagon? We could have saved money on horses.
Yeah.
those poor horses. I can just imagine the wagon. That's all the way back away from the tongue. That's
Yeah. So anyway, you're in the wagon. You're going along the pathway. You're got farmland on either side of you that supports the city you just came from, and you have farmland for a good mile and a half, and then after about 2 miles, it starts to go to regular grassland, and then sort of a plains-like area where there's not many trees or anything. About 10 miles out, you guys cross over a small hill. So now the city is out of sight. And about another 5 miles ahead, you see the tree line of the forest, the Great Hebron Forest. You're headed that way. Would you like to? Is there any conversations you guys might be having along the way, or shall I just continue on?
I'm definitely trying to chat with Sneck a little bit since I'm somewhat near to Sneck.
Yeah,
Just,
you're catty corner to it.
Yeah. So, where are you from, Sneck?
I don't know.
Curious. Tell me more.
I just woke up and they said, "Here you go."
Exciting. And who is they?
The people at the temple.
Wonderful.
His name was Ackett.
And,
Snack not remember names. Then.
Do you remember anything at all about yourself? Where you know, friends, family, what you do for fun?
No,
Just a charming conversationalist you are. I'm going to just turn the other way for a bit.
bye.
Well, he's
All
a
right.
talker.
Talk your ear off that one.
Okay. Does anyone else say anything, or are we gonna go back to me?
Yeah, I call back as we're getting closer to the woods. I call back to everyone and say, "Hey, so I don't want to be a bother or nothing, but you know, BM here, he lives up to his name, and I really don't want him to go on the cart here. So maybe we should pull over for a quick evening constitutional."
Ooh.
Well, I
Splendid
figured
idea.
as soon as you said BM, he did it right there.
Oh well, gosh darn it! What the heck?
That's a wet one. My goodness.
So it looks like you're gonna have to pull off to the side to clean up.
Do some cleanup.
Do we know what time of day it is?
Alec, help.
All right.
Do we know
So
what time of day it is? Oh,
you guys
shoot.
are about 3 miles from the woods, and you stop to clean over a bowel movement like no other. So
How far?
No.
Even the horses are gagging.
yeah. So
I'll show you a
guys-
bowel movement like no other there.
all of you get out, stretch your legs, and you got Warlock on the driver's seat with sort of telling Alec how to clean up the party while he's there.
I like clean this.
And all Alec is, you don't know that he's cussing under his breath, but the Duke does, because all he's saying is,
He
Which
sounds
is
like
the-
a German, but yeah, it's wonderful.
yeah, which is like the thieves' cant language. So, would you like to translate, Duke, or do you?
Not at all. I'm just giggling.
Okay, so you're giggling. So, do you guys stand where you were, or do you all go to one side as you're stretching your legs?
I'll stand near Sneck just for enough away, not downwind of the front seat.
And which way? Which way is upwind of the wagon at the moment?
Right.
That's the side I'm standing on.
I'm going to say the wind's coming from the ocean, so you guys are all.
So it would be
back
Oh,
of the
perfect. So
wagon.
stand near the back of the wagon. Yeah.
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 Does there happen to be a water source within eye shot?
Within eye shot, yes. Within
Street.
walking distance, maybe not.
Oh, okay. Because I wanted to try to send Alec to get a bucket of water to.
The water runs from the ocean.
Runs from the
towards
mountains to the
Hob.
sea.
Yeah. Or knob, sorry.
Yeah. So I mean, you
Water
can,
flows from
but
the knob.
it's like 2 miles to the river. I mean, you can see it though.
Okay.
Is that what you guys want to do? Send Alec to?
No, I don't want to send. I don't know what's out there.
All right.
I don't. I don't mind him doing menial work, but I don't want to put his life at risk.
Okay. Well, as Warlock is the only one up there cleaning up the mess, you guys sort of hear this screeching, squawking sound coming from the tall grass, sort of like, kind of like that.
Well, that sounded interesting.
Yeah. And then
Such a pleasant noise.
you're not. You're surprised, but you don't see anything, so you're all looking around.
Hey,
And then-
Sneck, up there.
And
Can you see anything?
Have him stand up at least. Like, look at
as soon as you say that, and everyone looks up, out from the right side near the driver's side, jumps out what is called a cockatrice. It lunges forward. Baby mama notices it and leans back as it tries to go and bite Warlock, but it misses, lands on the left side of the driver's side, and turns around. Now, all of you except Smek and except Warlock have seen cockatrices before. You know what they look like. You know how dangerous they are. by the way, that's what they look like.
No, thank you.
They're about
When it jumps past me, I go, "Holy Christ! What was that? What was that demon
Yeah.
chicken looking thing?"
they're basically a
Oh,
chicken with
that's
dragon
fun.
scales and
It's
bat
baby
wings.
mama.
So anyway, it
I was
lands.
gonna go snack, smash.
Yeah. So as soon as it lands, you guys know exactly what it is. You know you're in for a fight, and I need everyone to roll initiative.
I stand by.
Yay.
Smash.
So which die is that?
It's the 20-sided dice, and on your sheet it should say a plus for your initiative.
Okay. 13.
All right. So let me sound off. Then we have
What's initiative?
who has 20, who has 18 or higher than 20. Okay, who has a 19 or 18? 17 or 16?
I have a 17.
Okay,
Where's
so
the- Oh, okay.
Uruguay has a 17. Okay,
I've got
Who
a
has
16. Sorry,
who has a 16 or 15?
I got a
I've got
15.
a 16.
You got a 16?
I got a 15.
Okay, so Clickbait has a 15. Okay, 14 or 13?
Why don't you just ask them what they have? There's only 2 of them left.
10 or 11, 12?
11.
You have 11. Great.
Yes, sir.
So, Alec, you have,
7.
yeah. So, Warlock has that. Okay. All right, then.
How high should his initiative be? He was cleaning up bird poop and it jumped over his head. Like I don't know. I don't know what you're asking a lot from somebody.
What's
I
Baby
just kinda
Mama's
think it's
initiative? Did
hilarious.
you roll initiative for Baby Mama? Is she like? Does
No,
Baby Mama have a-
baby mama is not a combatant. That was part of
And
Yeah,
neither is
Alec.
Alec.
Where-
Neither is Alec.
part of the
Yeah.
agreement of letting me have her.
Yeah.
No, I don't
So-
risk Alec's life. That's why he's willing to do what I ask.
Yeah. So you have all of you guys are standing at the back of the wagon. So the closest one would actually be Warlock, but Oogway, you rolled the highest initiative out of everyone, so you get to go first.
So how far am I from this creature, and how far is it from the wagon and Warlock? The front.
From the wagon and Warlock, it's about 5 feet from it.
Okay.
From you, it's about 15 feet from you
Okay.
on the left side of the wagon.
15 feet from me. Okay. So I'm going to cast Entangle. And I'm going to cast it such that it like basically the creature is going to be basically at the edge of it because otherwise it would get Warlock. So it's a 20-foot square of grasping weeds, vines sprout from the ground. For the duration, the plants turn the ground and area into difficult terrain. A creature in the area must, when you cast a spell, must succeed in a strength saving throw or be restrained by the entangling plants until the spell ends. The creature restrained by the plants can use its action to make a strength check against your spell DC. On a success, it frees itself.
Okay. So you're going to hit that. Basically, it's entangling a bunch of nothing, and you're just getting in the cockatrice. That way you don't hit Warlock.
The wagon or Warlock, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So that means I got to roll for strength.
Yes.
This is going to be hilarious. Okay. I rolled a 9.
That means you are restrained. Because it was a 13 was the save on that. So
All right. So next up would
So
be
wait, after I do that, it's restrained. I'm gonna go snack, smash.
Meg is next. So you're 15 feet away from it.
I'll roll up to it, and since it is restrained, I have advantage. Does a 23 hit?
Yeah.
Okay. It'll take 8 points of damage.
Okay.
Does a 21 hit?
Oh, are you two-handing?
Yeah.
You let him.
You can't add your modifier yet, though. Your first level.
Yes, I can.
To
can?
his first attack, not to his second.
I can to both of them because I went into two-handed fighter. Two weapon fighting is a trait of fighter. When you engage in two weapon fighting, you add your ability modifier to the damage of the second attack.
Well, in that case, you hit.
Okay. And that one will be 17 damage.
Holy moly!
Okay.
See, I told you, smash. I restrained the target for you. Smash.
All right. So next up is clickbait.
All right.
But before you do anything, you hear the same noise, and then out of nowhere, from the left, comes a second cockatrice about 10 feet from you guys near the back of the wagon. So it's still going to be your turn, clickbait, but I'm going to roll the initiative for the second cockatrice and see where he's at in the line.
Okay.
Okay. So you can go.
All right.
Go ahead.
Just question. Entanglement. How long does that last?
The initiative?
No, he's asking about my spell that's got it tangled up. Concentration up to 1 minute.
Okay.
So
So
he's got 10 rounds unless I break free. He does something that loses his concentration. So until one of those happen.
all right. So I attack the second creature.
All right, that just appeared.
Right, because he's the
Okay,
closest.
so he's
one to me.
about 10 feet from you.
Right. If the other one's already being taken care of by the entanglement, I might as well attack the second one that's out in the open.
Okay. So you're going to roll your d20 to hit.
2.
Well, add your modifiers. Who knows? You might actually get it.
So my modifier would be
Are you casting a spell or attacking?
I'm attacking.
So it would,
Be your attack bonus.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If you use a traditional sheet in the middle of it, it'll have like your weapon that you're using and an
Yes.
attack bonus.
Oh, I didn't have it. I didn't put.
Okay, I forget.
Yeah.
What type of?
Attack bonus is
It's just a mace.
Wait, what kind of weapon are you using?
A regular mace and shield.
Okay, a mace would be a weapon that's
Strength.
martial, I think. That'd be strength. So what's your strength modifier?
Strength modifier would be 2.
So he adds a
And-
2, right, Alec?
Well,
Well,
and your
Your
proficiency.
proficiency. If you're proficient in maces, if you're
Yeah, he is.
proficient,
I'm proficient in martial. Yeah, in
so
weapon.
you add your proficiency bonus on top of that.
So that would be you're adding 4 to your 2, so you have a 6.
6.
And that doesn't hit.
Okay.
So you have a bonus action. If you have something you can do there, you still have some movement left. Do you want to do anything else or end your turn?
Can I step back? But if I step back, he'll attack, right?
No, he's 10 feet from you. You moved up to him. If you step back after missing, you will not get an opportunity attack against you because the other guy's 15 feet away, tangled.
Well, but he's disengaging from combat.
Right. So I'll just stay there because
Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay.
yeah.
Well, in that case, if that ends your turn, then we go to Duke.
All right. So there's one by the road at the back, but then there's one up by Sneck. So I
Yeah,
will.
you move to the back, so there's one about 10, 12 feet from you in the back,
Right.
one 15 feet from you tangled up in webs.
Okay. So I'll use my move to go closer to the one that's injured, and I'm gonna draw an arrow and
Well,
fire.
they're both in. Oh, no, never mind. Go ahead. You were using arrow, you said?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Does 17 hit?
Yes.
Nice. Okay. Let's be. Nice. All right, that's gonna be 7 points of damage.
It gives out a final and falls over dead.
Nice.
All right. So, Warlock, you are actually up by the driver's seat where you were cleaning the mess. So you're going to have to use some movement to get off that. And then there's another 15 feet plus 10 feet, so 25 feet to get to the cockatrice from where you're at.
Can I not just fire a spell from where I am?
If it's in that range, yes.
Should be. 120 feet. I'm going to cast Firebolt.
Yeah, I think you can hit it.
But before I do, I turn to Baby Mama and I say, "What? Who the heck are these guys? They're some sort of cousins of yours or something?"
And he responds with,
Yeah. Okay. Well, either way, I'm going to kill him. And my hands light on fire, and I shoot a firebolt at it.
okay. So that's a roll for attack, right?
Yep. And it's 24.
Good night. You guys are strong. Yeah, that hits.
Okay. It's 1d10. Only 2 damage, unfortunately.
Okay. So now it is the cockatrice's turn. And let's see here. It is going to lunge forward. The 10, well, actually, no, it doesn't have to. It has clickbait right in front of it. It's going to attempt to bite you.
Okay.
So let's see here. So that is a 15. Does that
So
hit your AC?
My AC is a 15.
That means it cancels out and it hits you.
Okay.
So it will successfully bite you, and you take 3 points of damage.
Okay.
And you need to roll a Constitution saving throw. So you roll your D20, add your Constitution modifier for saving throw if you have anything to add.
It's just one. So I got a 9 plus 1, so it's 10.
Okay, that is a fail. On a failed save, the creature that's you that it bit begins to turn to stone and is restrained. You have to repeat the saving throw at the end of your next turn. On a success, the effect ends. On a failure, you are petrified as stone for 24 hours.
So right now I'm rock hot.
Yes, yes, you are. You are restrained.
You're half-mast.
There you
On
go.
the way to Knob.
Yeah, and just so you know, restrained means your speed is 0. You can't benefit from any bonus to speed. Attack rolls against you have advantage, and your attacks have disadvantage, so you can still attack right now. And you also have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. But that is all the cockatrice can do. It only has 1 bite attack that it can do. So it is going to move 10 feet to the right, so farther down past you guys, another 10, make that 15 feet.
Clickbait would get a attack on him.
Attack of
Wait,
opportunity.
it's going away from the wagon or toward where the other one was? Which way is it
It's
going?
going away from the wagon.
Okay, so clickbait was up at the front, so no.
No, he's engaged. He's
Oh,
engaged.
yeah, he would have an opportunity if it moves. Yeah.
Yeah, so you need to roll 2 d20s, take the lower.
2 D20s?
Or 1 twice.
No, it's okay. My daughter gave me 2. Three.
Okay, no, don't worry about adding anything you didn't hit. All right, so the cockatrice is 10 feet down, and it goes back up to the top of the order. Oogway, you are now
There it is.
15 feet from it.
Well, I was 10 feet from it to start with, and then it moved 10 feet. So
I know, and it moved about 15 feet back. So
25 feet.
it's sort of an angle. Let's split it at 20.
Okay. 20 feet from it. So it's, which makes it how far from Sneck?
From Smek,
Yeah.
It's probably the same from Smek, about
No,
20
he
feet.
moved up to the other one, so it would be
Oh, wait, yeah. So it's way out of his range.
okay.
Well, how far is it away?
Well, about 35, 40 feet.
Well, I was just thinking if it was 20 away from him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that means it's another 15 from you. So that'd be 35.
Okay.
Okay.
That's how much my movement is. That's why I was
I'm not
wondering.
going to use my last. I'm not going to use my last spell, so I'm going to. And seeing as it bit, we already got one person turning to stone, and it's back away. I'm going to hold my action.
Okay, so you're not using a spell at the moment. You're just holding your action.
I'm holding my action right now.
All right. So, Smek, it's now your turn. What do you do?
I go up and attack it.
Okay, you got how much movement do you have? That's going to use almost all of it, right? Don't you have like 40,
35.
45?
35.
Oh, you have exactly 35. Okay.
That's why I was asking.
All right, roll.
Okay, that'd be a 25 to hit.
Yeah.
And 14 damage.
Okay.
And that was a natural 20.
No.
Swear he has loaded die.
I could show you if you
I
want. me.
forgot about his
He
dice.
rolls advantage all the time too, so it's a yeah.
Well, no, this time I wasn't rolling with advantage
Okay.
because it wasn't entangled.
Now you know what I was going through, Big Will.
Like,
That would be 9 normal damage. So I don't know how you want me to.
Well, if
I don't know how you
just tell me
figure.
what you roll, and I will double it.
Okay, I rolled a 4, and then I get 5 plus 5 to it.
Okay, so you rolled a 9 basically for damage, so that'd be 18 with the crit.
Okay.
All right, so describe how you kill this thing.
I smash it.
You can put a little more flour on it if
He's
you want.
as loquacious as his character.
like I said. And then we're gonna go. Good job,
Next
smash.
Okay, so you're using a great axe, right?
Yeah. So I just sort of
Okay,
I mean, I
so,
just
Turn the
come
blade
down
on the
and
side
sort
and
of
just
split it.
so with your first cut that hit, you slice its belly open, its guts start pouring out a little bit. You can tell you've about got this thing. Then you come overhand with the second one and you split it right in two, everything falling off. You have skin piles on either side and a pile of guts and bone and all right in the middle. But we still have one more thing to do. Clickbait, I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Is that a 20 die?
Mm-hmm. And remember, you have I believe this is disadvantage since you're restrained, or no?
No, that's
That's
only
right.
an
It's a 1
No,
anyway.
that's-
It's
No,
only-
you're good.
That's
Just roll 1d20.
It's a 1.
A 1.
yikes.
That means it's a critical failure. So I'm not even going to do anything extra. You're now pick your pose because you're now solid stone for the next 24 hours. Okay, he dabbed.
He's like,
Snack.
All right.
Pick him up and just throw him in the back of the wagon. Onward.
It's like action figures.
oh, he turned out to be useful.
Am I posable? Am I posable? You can just move my arms and stuff.
Okay. So, you guys fight your cockatrice. You're about 3 miles from the woods, and it is dusk by now after this fight. So, you're going to go into the woods, and I need a decision from, 4 out of the 5 of you. Are you just going to continue on without resting, sleeping, or anything, seeing what happens in the woods at night? Or are you going to pull off the road and camp?
I would say we camp.
Well,
Before we get into
I really don't want to camp right here because, apparently
There's cockatrices in the.
in the
Yeah.
tall grass. So what do we got between us and the woods?
there's a
Like,
cockatrice infestation.
There's tall grass. That's all that there is between you and the woods. you're in, like I said, a plains-like area. That's all you see. Well, there's 2 miles more to the left. You see the river, but that's pretty much it. Here, let me.
I mean,
Well,
obviously,
that-
I think we need to camp. I don't think we go
I don't
on
think we
through
do.
the night.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way that the woods have less creatures in it.
You're like right here.
Right?
Like, how far are we from the city?
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, we
You
can't.
guys are about right here.
That second dot or that third dot. Okay.
So almost halfway. But
Yeah.
Maybe a third of the way. Yeah.
You're somewhere around here. So yeah, most of the roads that lead to Knob on either side of it are just covered in woods. It's a little knob coming out of the woods. That's what it is.
geez, you can get arrested for that.
And now coming out of the bush. Got it.
Do the woods ever get trimmed?
Did the Wednesday show write this script? I'm just asking.
Wait till you get to the city.
City of Knob.
Wait till you get in the knob.
All right. So what are you guys doing?
I would say maybe get. How far are we from the? How far did you say? Like a mile?
You're 3 miles from the woods, and
So
you're
go up.
I'd say we get about a
Yeah,
mile from. If we're about a mile from the woods, I think that'd be a good spot to
Yeah,
camp.
about a mile from the woods and camp.
Looking for a spot that looks a little clear, so we have a better view.
Yeah.
well as you get closer to the woods, 1 mile, 2 miles, about 2.5 miles, the grass starts to go down, and it's sort of like regular grass, not
Perfect.
tall grass, until
Perfect.
you get to the woods. And then as you can look and see as you get further into the woods, you get your kudzu type grass and all that other kind of stuff where it's just woods.
Lower grass before we get to the woods. We're gonna camp there.
Yeah, you got about half mile of it.
Perfect.
So just right there.
Okay. So how are you going to camp? You have a wagon. You're going to have to feed some horses. You got a statue of a friend.
So now the
Nope.
statue.
We don't have to feed the statue.
Can the statue do
there's
anything,
tons of
or is he just
grass.
completely stone? I mean, can he speak, or is he just completely stone?
All it says is that he is petrified for 24 hours. That is an actual condition in the book. A petrified creature is transformed, along with any non-magical object it is wearing or carrying, into a solid, inanimate substance, usually stone. Its weight increases by a factor of 10, and it ceases aging. The creature is incapacitated, cannot move or speak, and is unaware of its surroundings. Attacks against him have advantage. The creature automatically fails strength and dex saves. The creature has resistance to all damage. That's a plus. And it is immune to poison and disease, although a poison or disease already in its system is suspended, not neutralized. So you're going to have to protect him a little bit. Even though he has resistance, he can't fight back, and almost anything's going to hit.
So he's a stone statue.
I'm a statue.
Yeah, he is a stone statue, and only Smek can move him because of how much he weighs.
I say, hey there, Snek, is it right? The tall guy. I just thought maybe it would be a good idea. We could, if you could haul him off this cart and maybe set him up and make him look like some sort of scarecock.
Gotcha.
Hey, just keep that bird away from me. I don't need I'm a statue, so I know how birds are.
Baby mama is
jump on
your
his shoulder?
friend now.
And then I say, once you get him set up, I say, hey guys, check this out. And I cast minor illusion so it looks like flowers are growing out of his head.
Lovely.
That's what baby mama tries to perch on his head.
I mean, baby mama is almost 6 feet tall, so I don't think.
But
I'm only 4 foot. Well, the bird is taller than I am then, because I'm only 4 feet tall.
It's a
bird
geopathy.
likes to land on things,
Guys, keep that bird away from me. All right.
So, how are you guys positioned? How are you setting up for the night? you got a wagon, you got a statue, you got horses, you got yourselves. How are you doing this?
I would
You,
say
you have short grass that you're on. You have tall grass to the north of you, which is behind you, and to the south of you, which is in front of you, and about another half mile or so, you got woods.
Can Sneck like flip the cart over and make kind of a makeshift lean-to with it?
Yes. I would prefer if you maybe undo the horses and do something with them first.
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah,
Well,
I don't want to flip the horses upside down. It's not going to do anybody any good.
so. Yeah, well, and then
Which
we
one
just
not the horse?
like untie the horses from the wagon, and then once he's done that, we would probably tie them back to the wagon so that or stake them right next to the wagon, kind of between the right beside us. So
Okay. And I assume you're going to tie up the horses
that's
to
what I
the
said.
wagon as
Stake
it's
them,
overturned.
stake them next to the wagon once he's overturned it.
Okay. And
So they
then
can't run off.
how are you guys going to put yourselves? You're going to all be like next to the wagon, like it's like a shelter.
Yes.
And your statues, he's just going to help prop up the wagon, or what?
We're going to tie the horses to him.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Well, this one, well, at least we found a use for him.
There you go.
we can use him to hold the horses.
What would happen if I hammered a pitton into him?
Nothing good.
Nothing good. Yeah. And we would find out in a few hours. And
Yeah, when I wake up.
be unpretty.
All right. So you guys are you're spending the night. So that means if you got any spell slots, get them back. Make sure you get all your health back.
We're
this
gonna
is
have any kind of conversation or anything before we.
Well, I'm gonna ask you guys. Let me
No, we're already
finish.
talking about that. We haven't even worked out how if we're gonna take watches or anything yet. So
Yeah,
okay.
I know. I'm just letting you know. Make sure you do all that.
Yeah.
Now you can decide if you're going to say anything before you go to sleep or how you want to do it.
So I'm curious. Renard, is it?
Yes, sir. You don't have to call me
Warlock.
Duke. I
I'm gonna
appreciate
ask
it.
both of you, since Sneck is having once been where Sneck was as a new creation and knowing he doesn't know anything. What do you think about this mission that we're on? It seems rather odd to me.
Well, global espionage is not outside of my realm of understanding, and clearly we don't have all the information. I definitely believe there are things being kept from us. I'm quite curious as to what's in that letter. It's possible we're in over our heads, but hey, if nothing else, we got some free horses out of it.
Well, even if we're in over our heads, we got Sneck.
He's not in over his head, right?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure my strategy for most things is going to be Sneck Smash, and just let
It's
him
a
go.
very good strategy. I like it already.
Now, Warlock. What did you say your name was? You said you go by Warlock, but what was this other name that you were referring to yourself as?
Billie Jean King.
Jeez.
You want me to tell you?
Ryfon Volcas.
Yeah.
Well, I can see why you would choose to go by Warlock.
He says, "Oh, I was just being a bit of a goofball back there. That's not my name."
Oh, what? Okay, interesting.
Oh, were you expecting me to expound on it?
Oh yes, I'm curious as to how you got sucked into this little escapade. I personally am here because, well, my master didn't want to be. So I'm curious how you guys get sucked into this little escapade.
I mean, one man's sucked into it is another man's hunted it out. You know what I mean? I don't. I guess you don't.
Not particularly, no.
I was a feeling like I got an itch for adventure, so I procured the letter, and now I'm here.
Interesting use of phrase that you procured the letter. So I take it the letter was not actually intended for you.
Well, who's to say? The gods work in mysterious ways, and perhaps it was their intention all along. It just had to go on a bit of a detour.
Well, 5,000 gold could be quite the motivator for that letter to go on a detour, couldn't it?
Oh, I suppose I don't have much use for the trifles of personal items. So, I got BM here, and that's about all I need.
Splat, I'm assuming, right when you said that.
Yeah, I think that goes without
And he
saying.
was standing right by Clickbait's statue.
Right there.
Oh, geez, I got it on his leg. Oh.
Well, he'll have to, a little punishment for being somewhat useless today.
Sorry.
Hey, Duke. You think at this point, it's about getting dark. We could really use some fresh water. How about I take you got to put your feet up. I'm sure you're real bushed from the day being a Duke and all. You're not used to all this walking. How about I escort Alec over down to the river there and get some water for us?
How far is the river? I can't remember again. 2 miles? Yikes. No, that's a bit far for him. I don't mind us going along if you wish.
Well, we could. I figured we'd take the horses. There's 2 of them, 2 of me. I mean, us.
No, not at all. I don't mind helping.
Oh, a Duke who gets his hands dirty now. That's the kind of guy I want to be on an adventure with. All right, let's do it.
So Oogway and Sneck and Alec will stay behind with the bird, or is the bird coming along with you?
As we're about to get on the horses, I say, you know what? It really doesn't make sense for both of us to go. How about we draw cards to see, and the loser will take them.
If you're fine going by yourself, then off with you.
Well, I mean, I'm going to need a hand, so it's either the two of us or 2 of you.
You mean me and Alec?
Yes.
No, you and I, it's fine. Alec can stay.
Oh, okay. That'll work too.
Come, Alec, have a seat here by the fire and let these 2 go get
He'll start the fire. Alec, get the fire started.
Like a dude.
When we're a fairly good distance from the cart, I say, oh shoot, I forgot the buckets. Hold on, wait right here. I'm really good on horseback. I'll be right back. And I turn around and I start galloping back towards the cart.
Okay. Duke, are you staying there waiting for him?
I would not stay and wait. No, I would definitely start following back.
I'm gonna. So, are you approaching the cart or not?
Yeah, I actually did intentionally forget the bucket. So,
how far behind him are you, Duke?
I'm near enough. I mean, certainly, not directly next to him, but right behind him.
Okay, I'm gonna say you're like 40, 50 feet away.
All right, that's reasonable.
Okay.
So, are you back already or not? Because if you come back, I'm going to say something. So,
you want to say something when I get back?
yeah, if you come back without water immediately, I'm not just going to sit there and go, okay.
Well, I mean, I think we clearly haven't been gone long enough to have made it there back.
Yeah.
So I'm just asking when you get back. I'm gonna
I get back.
Okay, I'm gonna be like, oh, back so soon. That was pretty quick.
Yeah, it's the gosh darndest thing. It must be all the stress from the day, but I forgot the buckets. So regular typical warlock, just being a lane brain. So, but here they are. I got them.
Okay, well, gentlemen, be safe.
Oh yeah, no problem. Be right back.
As soon as you say that and turn your horse around, Duke shows up right in front of you, like 2 feet away on his horse.
Good.
I
got
got
them.
Yeah, you could have given yourself in the horse a rest. I told you I'd be right back, but
That's all right.
This, I guess it's better this way. We can carry them, split the weight. So here you go.
Right.
I
Yeah.
hand them half the back buckets, and
Best not to be alone in unfamiliar country.
that I suppose that's fair. But yeah, let's go do this. Huzzah! Show us
both going to the
the
river?
meaning of haste.
Yeah,
So-
we're off.
You're off to the river?
Yep.
Okay. You get about halfway there.
And we're living on a prayer.
Yeah, living on a prayer. And you notice that the grass starts getting high closer to the river because it's been watered real well. So even though you're about the same distance from the woods, the grass has gotten a little higher. Get about another half mile down, and you hear that same noise again. And you know what it is. You're prepared for it. And out through there jumps another cockatrice. Strangely, a lot of them in here. So you guys are on horseback, and I need you to roll initiative.
Starting to wish I sent Alec.
I got a 14.
I got less than that. I'm at 9.
Okay, so
Just one, I hope.
just one.
So
So
far.
Warlock, you guys heard it, so it didn't surprise you. It's right in front of both of you. You're side by side on your horses. You're first up.
Sorry, I missed all of that.
No, it's all right. You're waiting at the wagon with Uguay.
Yeah, they-
Alec and I went to get water, and we've been attacked.
Okay.
Does the cockatrice have like a natural predator?
Let me see. Doesn't look like it, no.
It's the Pussatrice.
But I'm sure if you want illusory, a very large, intimidating animal, it may or may not have an effect.
Yeah, can I? Whatever the largest animal fits in a 5-foot cube.
Let's go with a brown bear.
Okay, so I use a minor illusion to create the image of a brown bear in its path.
So it's like 2 feet from the horses, so it won't fit.
Oh, so it was that close to us?
Yeah, that
Okay, then in that case, I'm gonna shoot it with a firebolt.
okay.
That's gonna be an 11 to hit.
That hits.
Hooray! 8 points of fire damage.
Okay. Anything else on your turn, or that it?
That'll do it.
Okay.
Can I ask?
Next
I don't
one.
know the. Yeah, I don't
Go
know
ahead.
the specifics of horse or mounted combatants. Like, do I need to dismount to fight, and is that my move, or can I fight from the horse with a sword, or do I need to? I'm just trying to understand the logistics of it.
I have actually no idea, so I'm just going to make it up. I would say if you do any ranged spells, you can do that from the horse. To do any sort of melee attack, as long as it's on the ground, you're going to have to dismount. If it is off the ground, up in the air, say, as long as it's within your range and you have an extra 5-foot range because you're on the horse, you can melee attack.
If I dismount, is that my move, or can I still move the distance to the creature?
I'm going to say it uses up 5 feet of your movement.
So how far was it from me? You said it was 10 feet?
Like 2 feet from you.
Okay, then that's easy. Then I can get right there. Hello, promiscuous time traveler. What's up?
Yeah. Well, you would, except its turn comes before yours.
Okay, well then screw all of that.
So it is actually going to fly up into Warlock's face
Wonderful.
and attempt to bite him.
Impair
So-
your weapon, but lose your weapon.
That is going to be a 7 to hit. I don't think that'll hit, does it?
Nope, does not do it.
Okay,
So
so
now is it in the air?
yeah, it jumps up. I figure probably 7 feet from where it's at in the air to Warlock's face, and it's going to use the remainder of its movement to be. It's about 25 feet above you.
Jesus. So okay. Well, then I'm not going to be able to fight with my rapier. So I guess it's time to bust out the short bow. Yeah. So wait, 25 feet above us?
Uh huh.
Holy crap. Yeah. Okay. That's not going to be really great for me. But
How does that work with disengaging from combat from me?
Well, it's not really disengaging. It's just getting a better vantage point.
But if it was engaged in combat with me and then used the rest of its movement to continue flying, wouldn't I get an attack on it?
Should.
Because it moved out of his range. It moved out of his
Came into his face, then it tried to
sphere
move
of
away.
influence.
Yeah. All right, go ahead.
15.
To hit, yeah. Wait, well, what are you doing? Another bolt?
No, I have to use a melee weapon for one of those, don't I?
believe
Yeah, we'll go with
Yeah,
that.
for an opportunity attack, I think so.
So it's with a dagger. So it's 3 damage.
Okay.
you've done a lot with your 1.5 turns there. Insane. I'm
All
still
right.
sitting on my horse and wondering what's going on.
So, Duke.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my short bow because he's too far away. So let's see how we do here. 18, that'll do all right.
That'll hit.
All right, and let's see here. 6 points of damage.
Okay. Back up to Warlock.
I guess I'm just gonna firebolt again.
Oh, hey,
it's a
wait.
tw-
Okay, yeah, the firebolt's 100 something feet. So, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. 12 to hit.
That just hits.
3 more points of damage.
So, just out of nowhere, back at the camp, I'm like, I see the fire go up and slide. Neck, I think they're having problems.
Okay, so because Warlock is the one that keeps singeing its feathers, since it's the cockatrice's turn, it's going to swoop down and try to attack and bite you, Warlock.
Okay.
So hold on, that cocked.
It's not a real motivator for me to actually do damage. I'm just gonna say.
That's a 13.
I'm gonna cast shield as a reaction. Give myself a +5 bonus to AC.
Okay, so that means it completely fails that attack. So let's see. Yeah, it's just going to stay right where it's at. So now it is Duke. It is your turn, and the cockatrice is 5 feet above you guys. You're a little out, so it's like 8 feet from you.
Oh, that's perfect. I love it because now 5 feet means I can do the sneak attack at a bonus.
Well, it's 8 feet from you.
Well, but it's 8 feet from me. But is it 5 feet from Alec?
Yes.
That's all that matters. Yeah. If another enemy to the cockatrice is within 5 feet, that's all that matters. All right. I'll fire another bow. That's a 12.
Just hits.
There we go. There we go. And that's going to be 9 more points of damage.
I thought you were using your sneak attack.
I get a die 6 for the sneak attack, and I get a die 6 for the arrow. So that's 6 plus 6 at the most.
All right.
So nice.
Describe how it dies and falls onto Warlock.
The arrow pierces through one eye and out the other eye, and it squawks, spirals, and splats to the ground. Sound effects. Your sound effect game is on fleek, mister.
Okay. So you're about half a mile from the river. What do you do now? I don't think either one of you took a single point of damage.
No, definitely not. I turn to Duke and I say, maybe we can make do with the water that we got already.
Fist bump.
And we,
Who needs snack, really? I'm saying.
yeah, I mean, hey, the gruesome twosome, that's what I call us now.
Hey.
All right.
How far
So
are we
you
from
guys
the water
turn
now?
around?
How far are we from the water now? We're
So
like a
about-
half a...
You're a half mile from the water.
But through this tall grass.
Oh, there's more tall grass?
Yeah, up until the water, right?
Yeah, the tall grass, because you're half a mile from the river, it now goes almost to the woods. And
We've all got full water skins and we've got a bunch of alcohol, so I think.
I know, you were just being an a-hole, but it's funny. A funny a-hole.
Yeah.
So
wait till I figure out how to get myself alone with Alec.
So you
Like everybody else.
So what are you doing?
No,
You're
what
half
the
mile from the river, or you're 1.5 miles back to the site.
Yeah, we're heading back to the site.
Okay. Well, I have good news and I have bad news. The good news is you're right. You have plenty of water. You didn't have to go. The bad news is because you did, there are now 10 cockatrices starting to come out, and you see them try and run after you. So
Behind us.
yeah, behind you. You might
How far
want to
back?
get to the others fast.
How far back?
They are about a half mile from you, closing in fast. They're
I don't
all
know what is the speed of our horse versus the speed of a cockatrice, I wonder.
I'm sure we're faster.
Laden or unladen cockatrice.
well. Actually, believe it or not, you can actually look up in the
Speed
monster
of-
manual
You gotta look it up.
a horse if you wanted to. And
I look up horse in the manual all the time. Sorry, a horse, you said? Wait.
That's why you want to go to Knob.
they have 60-foot speed, we'll say.
All right.
The cockatrice has a 40-foot flying speed, so
Perfect.
they're close, but you can
Well-
stay ahead if you run now.
Exactly. So
So,
our speed, the horse's speed, it says 40 feet, actually, the horse's speed in the book.
Well, I was looking at a war horse.
Oh, actually, I see drafting horses versus riding horses versus war horse. I see it. Okay.
So as we turn around and start to run, I want to cast Prestidigitation to make a large cracking sound above the cockatrice's head to try to distract them.
3 of them pull off. So you still have 7 coming after you.
So your crack distracted the cockatoos.
It's cracked. Definitely distracted. Three cock.
I noticed that, and I see about 7 more coming after us. Can I create a minor illusion of a really sexy lady cockatrice?
You can if you want.
Your judgment that they're all male or straight is unacceptable to me.
Well, you don't know the lifestyles of cockatrices. They might all just
Could
be
be
gender fluid.
They might be
And straight.
I'm saying,
Or I can at least get the straight male cockatrices away. You don't know.
right? Of the 7, let's see.
Okay, so you do that?
Yep.
Okay, they're all hermaphroditic, so they all 7 keep coming.
Doesn't mean they wouldn't be interested.
I was gonna say, wouldn't that mean that they?
I think the boy who had 7 arrived at the wrong moment. Sorry,
Well,
Matt. I'm
one
very
stays
sorry.
behind out of curiosity. So you have 6
Love you,
gaining
brother.
on you fast. You're now about, I'd say, 1/2 to a 1.25 mile from the campsite.
Can I cast another Prestidigitation?
If you want.
Yeah, I make the sound of like kind of an injured, helpless animal that they would feed on, kind of behind them.
Okay. You have another 2 come off from the 6. So now there's 4, but the other 3 come back from the sound. So now there's 7 coming at you. You're now about a quarter mile from the site.
So can Sneck and I see them or hear them approaching?
Yes, you see them now.
Okay.
I yell, forget the statue. Let's get the hell out of here.
Okay, so with that, how does Smek and Uguay respond?
Well, I'm going to get up and I'm going to be like, Sneck, get your weapons ready. It looks like these idiots have stirred up trouble.
Yeah, blame.
I just want to tell you, I heard that.
We'll come back for you.
Okay. So
Within 24 hours.
So you two finally arrive there, and then you notice as they've been out of the tall grass for a while, they all sort of stop. And then you're at the campsite with the others, and they're all kind of just doing their legs into the ground and just staring at you. 7.
I'll just
And now the others have caught up, so all 10 are looking right at you.
How far away are they?
They are, I would say, probably 500 feet away.
I would just going to like yell really loud at them, and just
All right, yell really loud.
Can I press digitation again to make it even louder than it would be?
Yes.
roar.
Okay, they see a 15-foot giant cyclops, and your prestidigitation makes it loud enough. They all scramble into the tall grass. But you don't know when they could come out again. So what do you guys do? You want to camp there or what? By the way, just so you know, I had not planned to do that, but you did want to go to the river. So.
Take me
Hey.
to the river.
It's all about adventuring, right?
That's right. I would think we still would want to camp as opposed to but yeah, we're
Yeah,
definitely going to have somebody on watch.
They've been attacking during the day, so I would be surprised if they are also nocturnal.
It is now gone from dusk to it is now night as well.
But yeah, but it's true. They attack during the day. They were attacking in the evening. Doesn't mean they'd be attacking in the middle of the night. It's a very different activity.
But I have 120-foot dark vision, so I could see them coming at least.
All right, so you guys still want to camp. Obviously, clickbait. I'm so sorry, Tony, but you're still stoned. So you're we don't have to worry about you. So how are you guys sleeping? If you want to have people stay and watch, you got 2 elves, one with superior dark vision, and then the other 2.
So
And I don't see that great. Just FYI.
You don't see with normal vision very well.
yeah,
I would imagine they have you sort of curled up with the supplies so they don't get them.
and let's see. I don't even know what kind of vision I have actually as a turtle. I need to look.
I don't think you have dark vision. You might though.
That's what I'm trying to see here. If it says, I don't think I do, but I'm just trying to see racial traits. Claws, soldier breath, natural armor. So doesn't say anything about dark vision.
Okay. What in the world? All right, so I guess you don't have dark vision. We can double check that later, I guess. So how are you guys sleeping? What are you doing?
I mean, I guess probably Duke and I should split half and half so that we can always have someone up with dark vision.
Now, are you both full elves and you're just half drow, or is one of you?
I'm a half elf.
You're a half elf. So you need 8 hours of sleep then.
For a long rest.
Yes.
But I
Are
can't
you wanting to forego your long rest to stay up?
Yeah, I was gonna say I can take a short rest because I only used one spell, so and I didn't get hurt, so I can take a short rest and regain my spell slot.
Okay. So when are you going to take that short rest?
I don't know. I can go first, second, doesn't matter.
Yeah, Duke, you're the one elf that's full elf. You got 4 hours. You got to meditate. When are you taking your 4 hours?
I could go somewhere in the middle. That's fine. That's the
So
shift. Anyway.
who's up first then?
Well, we're gonna have to split it up 2 and 2, like 4 and 4, because no one else has dark vision.
Yeah, I don't have dark vision.
No one else is gonna do any good being able to look at it.
I know, but where are you going to take your short rest though?
Oh, I mean, I'll go first so I can have my spell slot in case I need it.
Okay.
That's good.
So is John, are you going to, or excuse me, Duke, are you going to watch during his hour, or are you going to?
No, Duke's gonna have to watch first for 4 hours, and
And
then
then when I wake up
Warlock
from a short rest,
the Warlock's done with the short rest. He'll take over, and Duke will do his short
I'll meditate and
rest.
chill.
So the fourth hour of the night, you two are going to overlap. As far as one of you looking out and the other one sleeping.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. So you guys are going to just do that then. All right. Anything else you want to do before you all go to sleep? No? Okay. So.
Oh, I'm gonna be like, so where's the water?
Don't worry. A little later. Don't worry. A little later, I can make water for you.
All right.
Gross.
So, Duke, you're up first.
Unnecessary, really unnecessary.
I'm gonna have a couple of conversations with Alec during this time.
Okay.
Just can't conversations.
Yes, he refuses to speak any other language.
Well, he doesn't like to speak much of anything. Really crying out loud. If you just take a couple of seconds, talk to him in this language for a bit.
And all of that happens, and you start to you don't really hear it, but you sort of see a shadow just go by real fast as you're taking the first watch of the night. And this is during your hour where Warlock is also taking a short rest.
So in the grass out in front of us.
Yes.
Because I would imagine that we would sit up on top of the wagon with a view of all the way around.
Well, you can't look. You don't have panoramic vision, so.
Right. So we would be up on top, right? Like
If you want to be, sure.
look one way, he can look the
You
other
see
way.
a shadow against the grass, and it goes by really fast.
Okay, so I
Split
can't-
second.
I can't gauge much on it. Just
No, you can't, because
speed.
even with your dark vision, the grass is more than 60 feet out, so
Okay. So he's
see a shadow
okay.
goes by quickly. And then you see this shadow again. It's a little bit bigger this time on your left.
The same one, or a
As
similar
far as you
one.
know.
Yeah. How far
you
away
don't-
this time?
You don't hear anything, but it's about 70 feet away. So just out of your real good eyesight, you just see a shadow.
Okay.
So what are you doing, if anything? Are you just trying to pay attention to see?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to wake everybody just yet, but I'm definitely being watchful.
Okay. And then as you don't hear anything for a little bit, you start to look around, keep up your watch, just making sure no cockatrices come out again, because there was so many. And then you hear a very faint thud, as if it's someone's tripped over something with the wagon behind you.
Alec, wake up!
What I can do?
He's watching that side. You got to watch the side.
Okay. So
There's nothing there. We can't see anything.
no, you're not seeing anything. You just heard something that time.
It's got to be. I mean, it's got to be outside of that vision. Then that's pretty far off.
And then
60 feet.
up front, like really close to Alec. You can't see this because you're looking in the opposite direction, but Alec sees a humanoid figure in the shadows in the woods sort of appear and then disappear, like, oh crap, he's looking. And then he tells you about it. He tells you about it.
How far are the woods away? The woods are pretty far.
Yeah, you're
We're
about
like a
in
half mile.
between the grass to the woods, so
Or a quarter mile.
yeah, it's about a quarter mile away, the woods, but the shadow he saw came out of the woods and was really close to him, like 60 foot close. But then it disappeared slowly, or fast, I should say, to the left.
Yeah, no, I don't want to wake everybody, so it doesn't seem necessary at this point.
Okay. Well, you don't hear anything or see anything else. Neither does Alec. And then Warlock, you've done your hour, so it's now the 5th hour. So Duke, you need to rest, and Warlock,
I would explain everything that I saw and where I
explain it
saw it.
all to him.
But before you explain it, I wake up and I yawn and I stretch. I go, "Hey, Duke, what did your elf eyes see?"
Seems there are many things afoot around this area. Something in a human sort of shape in and about the edges of the woods, and something else darting in and about the grass out yonder.
Okie dokie.
No,
Alec.
None of that sounds great, but sweet dreams, I guess.
I mean, I'll be here. I'm just meditating and relaxing as you need me.
Okay, so
I'm going to put my back against the wagon and the fire in front of me and sort of looking out, but meditating.
all right. So you guys are all good to go for the rest of the night. You don't see anything, hear anything weird. So you all wake up in the morning. Everyone's refreshed. Everyone has spell slots back. It's a little early, but Tony, you're good to go. Petrified. You're back now,
Yes.
and you sort of notice something as you wake up. Everyone except Duke feels like their pockets are a little lighter. You go checking around your pockets?
Okay.
So we didn't even have this thing was so fast and so dexterous that we didn't even have a chance to detect it.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
And as you look around your pockets and everything, you notice that Clickbait was stone, so everything on him that wasn't magical also turned to stone. So he's fine. Duke is fine. The other 3 of you noticed all of your gold is gone, and Oogway finds a small little piece of parchment like a note in his pocket.
And I couldn't see any of this.
Well, I described what you saw.
But what you said was out 60 feet from us, not like
Yeah, and then it
directly
got
underneath me.
closer. You heard a noise behind you. Someone tripped over the wagon.
It seemed okay.
I don't know how I wouldn't have seen it because I was looking the direction of all of our people. So that's weird that I wouldn't have seen a single thing.
Well, you saw a shadow, though. That's something.
It's curious.
Yes.
So what's in this? Well, I'm going to look at this note. What's in this note?
Do you want me to tell you privately, or you want to read it out loud to everyone that you what they found?
Well,
in
I'm
this
gonna
note?
first I'm gonna be discussing with the people that hey, what's the our Watts people? Why do we have no gold? What were you doing?
Say, geez, I don't know. I didn't see nothing all night. It was pretty clear, and my money's gone too. So
I explained what I saw.
Yeah. The only thing you saw happen during the 1 hour that Warlock was doing his short rest sleep.
So now we have 0 money. Okay, so I'm gonna look at. I find the note. I'm gonna read it, and then I'll most likely read it to everyone. So you can send it to me privately, and then I can decide or whatever. But yeah.
All right, I will just do that.
But I'll probably tell them that there was a note. I mean, if we're all standing around trying to figure out what's going on, I'm probably not going to hide the fact that there's a note. So they're probably going to ask either way.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what it says. And sent.
Interesting. I found this gentlemen. I found this note in my pocket where my money was. It says, "You stole my letter. Now I shall make you suffer for it."
Stole your what?
Your letter.
Your
You
letter?
stole my letter. Now I shall make you suffer for it. I assume that's referencing the letter that Sneck has around that Sneck is carrying that he can't show us.
Or would it be the one that Warlock lucked into?
Hey, if it's that, I didn't steal nothing.
This
I
is true, Warlock.
may be a cheat, but I'm not a thief.
So how did you come by your letter if that's the other possibility? You say you acquired it.
You heard the priest. He gave it to this letter to me.
Yes, and we don't know the priest, though, sent for us. Quite mysterious, but one thing at a time here, Warlock. You say last evening you told us you acquired your letter to be on this adventure. Can you tell us how?
Yeah, I found it. It was not on a person when I found it.
Interesting. So,
I mean, if this guy wants the 5,000 gold, I don't care. He can have it.
Well, obviously he stole most of our gold. My guess is this is probably, but you acquired this letter not in this land. Is that correct, Warlock?
Yeah, I'm from up north. If you can't tell from my accent, but
Meaning
you know,
that you got the letter before you came here is my question.
It seems awfully suspicious that, you know, like I got this letter a couple weeks ago, and now this is the first we're hearing of this, Jamoke.
No, I would say it probably has more to do with Sneck's letter.
Yeah, because we just got that one. I mean, if this guy is that fast and that dexterous to be able to take all of our money without us noticing, I think he could have found me before now. So I can't imagine it's about me. But hey, you know, I'll take the blame. I'll take this one on the chin if it is my fault.
No. I'm just trying to piece together make sure that we're coming to the logical conclusion that we're looking at all the information that we have.
Whatever this was, it did not seem to be alone because it was moving very quickly and it didn't seem very humanoid here, but what Alex saw was very humanoid by the woods. Perhaps it left some tracks if any of you are good at tracking things.
And we still can't read Sneck's letter. Or the letter.
No, not yet. Not as of now.
Okay.
Sneck, you say you don't have much memory. Obviously, you were created by, what was it, Ratchet?
Hackett is his name.
Hackett.
Ratchet and Clank.
this Ratchet fellow. What were your instructions before you joined with us? Do you remember, Sneck?
Just go to the other city and deliver this letter.
Did they say anything about the letter to you that did not involve before he gave it to us?
No.
He just handed you the letter and said, "Take this to
I
the
knew
hand
my
of
mission
God
was
and Tyr or whatever."
at first my mission was just to go there, and then you saw whenever he handed me the letter and said, "Take it to them."
Interesting. So it seems that we have some sort of creature or spell or something moving in the shadows, huh?
I wouldn't be too worried about it. On to Knob.
Okay.
Well, I guess, yes. Hopefully we all have all the supplies we need since
I
we
mean-
no longer have any money.
I say,
Well,
I mean, there's not much we can do about it unless this Joker wants to show his face again. So, what are we going to sit here and whine about it, or are we just going to get on with what we're doing?
No, I think you're correct.
I'm sure if we have his note, we'll see him again.
yeah.
Right.
Uh,
Don't call me. I'll call you, type of thing.
Remember, though, any money Duke had on him and any money that Clickbait had on him, they still have all that they had before. Unless you gave all your money to Alec, in which case it's gone.
No, I don't think he trusts Alec with the money.
Alex not good with money. No.
Okay.
And we'll do loans at 25% interest.
Well, I'll be fine for money. Don't worry.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys good to go to get everything, the wagon back upright, and you're going to get on the path and go through the woods now?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to say nothing really happens to you. I mean, you see some wildlife and stuff, but you're not going to get attacked as you go along the path. And I'm going to bring it up again. And I know this isn't the best. As far as the blow up on it, it's not the best thing in the world, but let me show. Okay, you guys were here, and I'm going to say you make it all the way down to the connection of the roads right here from Knob. And from the direction of Ramoth, you see a rider coming on a horse, and excuse me, he's getting very, very close to you. He is tall and thin. He has blonde hair and sharp gray eyes, and he wears a well-made, I'm just going to say well-made clothing, and numerous rings, like too many rings. He's got like 2 or 3 on every finger doing this horse. And he's
I
sort
like
of
him
right up to
already.
you. He is now in he is in earshot, and you both see each other. He sees you guys, you see him.
What species can we tell? Is it human?
No, he is a male elf.
Ah. Hello, sir.
Hello, how are you?
We are traveling on our way to Knob. How about yourself?
Ah, that is where I work. I was going there myself. Shall we travel together then?
No thanks.
What does he do? What do you do?
Ah, well, let me introduce myself. I am Admiral Poshny. I work at the White Flask.
The white what?
What do you do there?
Flask. The White Flask, he said.
Sounds like a bar.
And what he goes on to tell you that, yes, the White Flask. It's in the bright tome farthing of the city of Nob. It is an elvish tavern, somewhat neglected, but it's known for its illusions, which entertains the patrons. And I am the one that does the illusions, you see. I'm very good at it.
That rundown bar must pay you pretty well there, Mr. Fancy Clothes.
Well, you know, I have my ways.
Hmm.
But there are other places in Nob. Have you heard of the Shrine of Hebron? It's a stone niche enshrining the holy symbol of Hebron. Said to reveal visions to those who leave an offering. And you'll have to check out the Cracked Tankard. It's an elegant tavern, and it also has a magic spell that makes it so no one can overhear another table's conversation.
Nice.
Very nice.
Why are you telling us about your competition?
Well, they don't. It's a commoner's tavern, and we deal with the elves, mostly high elf sorts. You know, the ones with more money.
Can I?
know- What could cause something to move so fast to, take stuff off of sleeping people? That
sorry,
sounds
man.
like something very, dexterous elf with illusions could do.
Are you asking him if he can do that?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I can probably do some very good illusions, but no, I'm not. I'm not that dexterous. I don't like to get my hands dirty. As you see, I like to adorn them.
Can I roll insight?
Sure.
See if he's telling the truth.
Well, you can do that, right?
That's only an 8. It's probably not going to do any good.
I'm going to do that as well, though.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to roll intimidation.
18 on my insight.
Do you still want to do intimidation?
Well, I'll
Because
give
he just rolled an 18 on his insight.
yeah, I'll give it a minute.
Okay. Well, with that insight check, you know that he seems a little strange, but everything he says, it seems that he's being truthful, just very happy to see people along the road.
It's an oddball. Look at it.
Wants to tell you about his home.
Very strange elf.
But hey, he works at
Aren't they all?
a tavern,
Yeah.
and so hey, it's good to make friends at the bar. So
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And
So- Snack, go with whatever you were going to do.
if you want to do it.
Since he seemed to be telling the truth to you, I'll not smash.
Okay.
not smash.
Well, he's going to continue talking a little bit and ask, have you ever heard of Yarpa's defense?
Yabas?
Yarpa's defense.
I'm afraid what most of us are new to
I
this.
hadn't heard of anything before yesterday.
Well, that's very strange, but Yarpa's defense, he's a very large armor workshop and a weapons maker. But what's special is his whole workshop is made and honed from a single massive outcrop of rock. It sort of forms the shape of a large knob, you see, coming out of the ground. And that is where we get the name for the city of Knob from.
Yaga.
So he lives
Yaga's
in a
knob.
giant knob.
Yeah,
Big knob.
yeah, and that
He's got
is
a big knob, is what you're saying.
yes, we have a very big knob. You should come see it. And that is in
So you're saying
the
knob is
Yarpa's
impressive.
and the Crack Tanker are both in the Bright Orb district of Knob. You should check that after you check the White Flash. You should check that out. It's very entertaining. But I warn you, be careful going to Rose Orb Farding. It's very dangerous there at night, and that's where the riffraff tend to go. But sadly, it is the only place with an inn. So to stay the night, you will have to stay at the Black Cup. It's a very haunting-looking building. They say it's built atop catacombs, but no one really knows.
So wait,
How small is your knob if you can only fit one hotel?
Well, you know, it's not a metropolis size, but it's large enough. But you know, they have how you say sort of a mafia type around there. So they have control of the inns, and they only allow one business. And most people just come through Knob or already live there.
I say, well, you're obviously our brand new best friend here by the way you're telling us stuff. So obviously you could take us in for the night. Am I right? And I'm gonna roll persuasion on him. That's a 22.
Oh well, I would love to, my friend, but I live in the White Flask because that is how I am able to have my jewelry. You see, I live in the tavern and do my illusions there, so I can't actually put anyone up because I can barely put myself up. I must tell you, I look like I make lots of money, but I don't actually. But I look like it, eh?
How high are the ceilings and the doorways at the White Flask?
Well, let's see. The Yarpus Defense, that has it's just an outcrop sort of holding. So your giant friend there, I'm sure that's why you're asking. He can fit in there just fine. But everywhere else in Nob, we have no magic shops or anything. So most of the doors are between 8 and 10 feet tall. So your friend would have to stay in your wagon there to sleep. But, he seems like he could take care of himself. He's large, man. It's okay.
Buy Snick a big blanket.
So if you're saying you're not very well off, where are you traveling from that you're on the road on a day like this?
I was traveling from Ramoth, the city, also, at the end of the river.
By
close to
yourself?
the ocean.
By yourself? Geez, heck, we had a bunch of trouble just with the 5 of us here making it from and you're.
Well, did you stray from the path to the river?
Well, yeah, but we ran into the
Well,
trouble.
there's your problem. The
ran-
coconut trees are all in the high grass.
well,
There's
yeah,
only
but
one or two
they-
maybe on the road that might come out, and you can easily get them down if you
I,
know what you're doing. But don't go close to the river without help. Otherwise, they all come out and attack. It's very scary.
Yeah, no, we had other issues along the road, not just the cockatrices. We had other.
Oh, you have?
Yes.
Okay. But before you continue with what I know you're about to ask him, you guys are now traveling along. You're about halfway. You
We didn't just stop and talk? Okay.
Well, I assume you guys didn't stop and talk, and he was riding along with you slowly.
Okay. No, it just seemed to be some sort of potential bandits on the road that gave us some issues, but
Bandits, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
maybe a little stiff.
I'm gonna try to see work out the joints work out my stiff joints at Knob.
Well, I am glad
work
you
that
are
out.
okay.
well, it was nice meeting you, sir. But since you seem to be quite okay traveling on your own, maybe we'll see you at the White Flask.
I get no problem if he rides along with us. He may, might be able to get more information out of him, or maybe he can lead us into a certain way or something that other people might not
There's
be able
only
to.
one way. It's the road.
I'm trying to help him. Okay.
Okay. Well, you're already almost halfway there from where you were at the fork. So he's going to travel with you, even though he's not with you,
Okay.
regardless, because you're going the same way. So, is there any other questions, or do we want to fast forward this to Knob? Well, assuming nothing happens.
Right.
Just say it, John.
I always like to hurry to the knob. I'm just saying, like that's like
All right. Okay. John wants to
get to the knob faster.
He wants John wants the knob. Let's
Get to
fast
the knob.
forward the knob.
Okay.
Let's
Straight for the knob.
break to the knob.
Great for the night.
Straight to the Knob. All right.
Better
So
done, as it say.
you guys are
Is the
you go
road
to Knob.
Yeah.
You manage to get there, and much like the exit from very similar setup for the outside. You have the gate right there, and there's different guards along the gate. And you start to, as you come out of the woods, there's not about this much farmland is all that's there. It's not a very farming community because it's just sort of right there in the middle of the woods with just a big old knob sticking up that they built the city around because no
Big
one
old knob.
just does that.
Just stick it up.
Yeah. So you're riding up to the gates, and A guard
Knob
stops
with the
you.
city kind of around it. Is that what we're looking at?
Say what?
Knob with the city around it. Is that what we're looking at? Like something like this?
Move paper higher.
No, oh, it's not that big a knob. Okay.
There you go. All right, so you guys all arrive. Your friend arrives there, and the guard stops you and all. Is like, "Hey, who are you there?" So does anyone want to speak for the group? Your driver is Warlock.
Yeah, I'll say, hail and well met there, buddy.
Whatever that means. What do you come for? What's your business in Nope?
We're just on our way down southward, and we've heard you. We couldn't wait to see the prowess of your knobs.
Oh yeah, we're very proud of the knobs. Yeah, we are. And then Oatmeal Posney speaks up and goes, "Yes, I invited them in. They're gonna go to the White Flask and drink some and probably stay in our inn. I'm thinking they do a lot of business here. These are good friends of mine. You should let them in. It's very good. Just open the door, Howard."
Yeah, this guy, our new best friend here, as he just said, he's going to let us stay with him at his tavern. It's pretty great of this guy.
I did not say that, Fred.
I don't know. We all heard it, right, guys?
Anyway, and then
Yeah.
the guard's like, all right, shut it. Open the door. Let them in the gate. So you guys get to come into the city of Nob, and then you're closed into the city of Nob. The gate closes behind you. And your friend that you've just met says, all right, well, I'm going to go. If you want to go straight to the White Flask, you can follow me. If you don't want to go straight to the White Flask, you can just go to the center of the city for the Nob, where you can see the armorer that we have, maybe buy some weapons, very nice and pointed. Or, you can go try and find the inn. It's to the right. Follow along the wall on the path. And that's how you do it. So good day. See you later. I like you. They're very nice. And then he rides off.
As he's driving off, probably where he could still hear me, I turn to the group and say, am I the only one who doesn't trust that guy at all?
And he hears that, and just you see him go, my friends are funny.
No.
Anyway, so where are you guys wanting to go? What's your game plan?
Yeah.
Not the White Flask, I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah. No, I don't really want to deal with him anymore.
So all of the places that you had mentioned to you were the Shrine of Hebron, which is nothing super special. Then, of course, there's the Bright Orb District, which has the Cracked Tankard and Yarpa's Defense. That's where the Knob is. It's sort of center city. You have the Bright Tome Farthing. That's where the White Flask is. There's a market in this city, so you can go to the market and see what people are peddling goods there. And then, of course, there's the Rose Orb District. That's sort of the seedier side of town. That's where he mentioned the Black Cup, which is the only inn in town. That's where you go for that. So where to?
Oh, good question. Only two of us have cash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
I wouldn't mind going to the armorer, personally.
It would.
Just before you guys,
You don't have any
worry
cash.
about,
Zach.
No, but I got a helm I might be able to sell.
Oh, that's true.
anyway, I was just going to say, you guys, just so you know, let's see here. There are lodging and stuff is actually fairly cheap. It's depending on how fancy you want the room. It's a max of 4 gold pieces, as little as 7 copper pieces. So you guys have enough to stay multiple nights, even with only 2 of you having.
is that per person?
Yeah, that's per room. And you have one person that doesn't have to buy a room because they're too big.
I would probably head to the Shady District.
Yeah, I was going to say,
So are you guys going to split up then?
those that are going to want the inn might as well go to the inn. So, first, and if you're going to secure lodging, at least for, I guess that's the decision. Are we going to
Are
stay?
we even staying here? I thought we were just going passing
Well,
through.
I mean,
right?
stay like one night and then travel the next day. Like how?
Yeah, I assume based on the amount of distance we were able to get out of the first city,
It's
I
gotta be
assume it's
evening.
yeah. Like we're going to be traveling into the night if we leave the city.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
it's not dusk, but it's past midday, more
Late
into the
I was gonna say,
mid
like,
afternoon.
Like we only went a little over, not quite halfway the first day. So, and then we went the rest of that distance all in a day. So that would
And not to influence your decision, but just remember, until I say otherwise, right now, any travel outside of a city is going to be forested.
I would say let's go to the one inn, and then we can figure out from there. But figure you'd stay one night and then probably get the heck out of Knob.
All right, so we
I'm sorry, but the Knob doesn't look that impressive to me.
I've seen bigger.
Nothing like launching out of the knob.
But you guys can always go later if you want.
circumcised and not circumcised. We never asked that question.
Well, technically, Sneck brought the helm.
Yeah. Well, actually, it's Warlock who has it, unless he gives it back to Smek.
He wants
Oh,
to
yeah,
hawk, he wants to hawk the helm at Knob.
I gave it back to him. I'm not. Like I said, I'm not a thief.
All right, so you guys want to go to the inn then?
Sure.
All right, so you're traveling along the wall. You get sort of it's not night yet, but it feels like it in the part of the city you get to. The Rose Orb farthing. By the way, just so you know, a farthing used to be in England a quarter of a penny. It was a coin, and they called it the farthing. So when you see that in like all these maps and stuff I have, it's basically like that quarter of the city, not a technical quarter, obviously. So just in case you were wondering what a farthing was. So in Rose Orb farthing is where you're going. Let's see who all you. Okay, you get there, and you actually you don't have a map, so you know you're in the right area because of what you were told, but you're not sure where the inn actually is. You're going to need some directions. You're in sort of the seedy part of town, and you see a group of like 4 or 5 guys on a corner talking.
Are they all
And,
snapping their fingers?
Mm-hmm. They're not that nice. They don't look too friendly, but they also don't look like they're about to attack you or anything like that either. And you see other people, but they're the closest. You see a few other people walking around, sort of disheveled, not the best looking people in this area of the city. You want to go up, talk to them?
Yeah, we'll
Try
go talk to them. We need direction.
We didn't
All right,
level up yet. We didn't level up yet, correct?
No. So you go up to these 5 guys, you sort of pull the wagon over. They walk up, puff their chests out. They're all macho. They're like, hey, so what kind of people are you? Whoa, he is big. They get a look at Smek and sort of step back a little bit. Their chests aren't puffed out anymore. And they ask, what can we help you with?
So we're looking for the inn. Good morning. What time is it?
Evening.
Good evening, neighbor. We're looking for the
Neighbor.
we're looking for the inn.
I didn't know we had.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I assume you're talking about the Black Cup. It's the only inn active right now. So
I didn't know we had Flanders in our.
yeah. So it's so big. If you go straight down about another 2 blocks of the city on the right, you'll see a very creepy, haunting-looking building. Looks like a giant mansion. That's the Black Cup Inn. There's a sign. They should replace the sign. It's a little decrepit, but you'll see a sign that says Black Cup and have a picture of a cup that's white for some reason, but it's the Black Cup Inn.
So
And
this whole town,
that's where you go to.
so this whole busy town has one inn, and it's like a decrepit haunted house.
Well, it just looks that way. It's not actually decrepit. It's
I'm
rather
sure.
nice
I'm
when you
sure
get
it's
inside.
perfectly spectacular. I was just posing a question, Zol.
Well, I mean, yeah, they just they keep it that way on the outside, save the money, I guess. I don't know, but yeah, we there's a family that sort of took over all of the lodging and the coach cabs and all that stuff. So they don't let anyone else operate without some stuff happening. So yeah, it's just the one in, but we don't have that many people stay, so it actually does the job for us. But most people either live here or they're passing through and only need to stay like a night or two at the most of the time.
Well, Cliff, you're the one talking to him, so you're gonna respond.
I have no clue with this guy. I don't know. Like,
All right. Well, thank you, gentlemen.
They have a stable.
sounds
Oh,
spectacular.
what?
We got horses.
Stable.
A stable for the horses.
Stable for well, I mean, most people just tie them up outside of wherever they're at. You can see the rails
This
along
neighborhood.
along the road.
Yeah.
It might steal the hubcaps.
Horseshoes.
Yeah. It seems not safe for your horses. Okay.
I think maybe the woods sounds a little more appealing every minute.
Well, let me finish. You could probably, if you want to put your wagon someplace, you could probably go to Yarpa's. It's really big. The knob's huge, man. So it carved out of the knob, and he'll probably have a spot for you there. He's sort of the main guy around here, other than the family that runs all the inns and stuff.
How far is Yarpa's from here?
It's the middle of the city. You can get to the Black Cup around nightfall with the way it is right now. But if you want to go to Yarpa's, you're going to have to travel the city a little bit. It's about 45 minutes away in Wheeling, and through
Holy
the
crap,
city.
how big is this city that has one hotel?
So we go to Yarpa's to drop off the wagon and the horses, and then we have to walk back to the Black Cup for lodging.
Yeah. Besides the fact that if it's already nightfall, he's probably not going to be open.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Snack's gonna have to stay outside anyway, so I guess he's gonna be able to stay with the horses. But
Well, you'll probably have to park him in the alley, I guess.
Oh, that's right.
He's going to be a serious visual deterrent.
Park him like he's an Escalade.
all right, I guess we're done.
Can I ask a question out of character, please?
Okay.
During our
Yeah.
during our battles with the cockatoos, I got hit for 3 points, so so now.
Oh, you should have
Yeah,
rolled.
we had a long rest, so
But I was a statue. That's still.
I was gonna say, did he get a long rest as a statue?
But he'll get along.
I'm going to say yes. I'll double check here after a while, but I'll say yes. Just put yourself. You're about to go sleep again. So.
All right. Okay. Thank you.
All right. So you guys going to the inn, or
Yeah, I think
Um,
we head to the end.
Before we leave this group, I say, fellas, anyone interested in a game of dice?
oh, I love dice. Let's do it.
And by the way, during our whole trek, while I've been on the front of the cart, I've been practicing throwing the dice.
Okay.
So I've got a good feel of how they roll.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
So
this should be
as
interesting.
soon as you say, "Hey, let's roll dice," the guy's like, "Yeah, let's do it." Like, "Hey, Mickey, give me your dice," and they're going to use their dice.
They can use their dice if I can use my dice.
Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna be like, Snack. He's about to take them for all their money. Turtle whispering to a giant.
And just to be clear, I'm only trying to get enough for lodging.
Yeah.
So I'm not trying to.
You guys have plenty between you, but all right, go for it.
He doesn't. Like, we don't. Like, technically, the three of us have nothing. We haven't asked them for money yet. We don't know what the Duke is going to share money with us.
All right. I rolled a 15.
Okay. Yeah, they won that dice match. Did you put anything on it, or you just playing for fun?
Yeah. Well, I bet them lodging.
Okay, so you just lost. How are you going to pay them?
Double or nothing.
All right, double or nothing. That's going to be 8 gold, Mickey. Give me your dice again.
Nope.
Interesting.
That is a 12.
He wins again.
There you
Triple or
go.
nothing. Triple or nothing.
Hey,
I'll-
that's 8 dice, my friend. Excuse me, 8 gold pieces for the winning the dice.
I'll tell you what. I'll put up this potion of water breathing against your 8 gold. We play all or nothing.
All right. Give me the 8 gold, Mickey.
Okay. I rolled an 8.
Looks like you're giving me the water breathing potion.
Okay. Well, it was worth a try.
All right. So you guys, I assume, roll off now towards the end, and as you go past, you hear the guys talk, and they're like, "Hey, man, he didn't know it, but we were using loaded dice." And you faintly hear that, and then you continue on.
Okay.
We heard that. We're not necessarily
And we can
continuing
go
going.
back.
No, not yet. Wait till we round a corner, and then I want to take John and probably just John to try to go and
The Duke.
try to and have clickbait. Sneck come around the other way to distract them.
Okay, it is now nightfall. You round the
Okay.
corner.
Even better.
Okay.
So, what do you tell us? What you? So
Yeah,
you want to
what are you saying
with
to
the
me?
wagon, or what are you doing? What are we doing here?
Yeah, I want to try to sneak up behind them and
So you want me to just sort of like walk up towards them, like front on, and say, "Loaded dice, huh?"
yeah.
And then you two can come behind.
Pretty much.
Okay, and clickbait and I are just you want us just to stay with the wagon. You don't
We're
need
just
us to
behind.
That was for you, John.
It was definitely.
Definitely.
Right behind. Again.
Don't joke on it.
Don't choke on the knob, John. Don't choke on it.
Like coming from behind with a knob.
Get a mouthful.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm there with Baby Mama and Duke behind them, and so they're kind of we've cornered them in the middle of the street between us and Sneck,
Okay.
and I come up behind them and I say, yeah, so we heard what you said there about the loaded dice there, so you can either talk to my friend or you can talk to us.
And,
And I'm gonna
and I assume they turn around and see.
I'm not the friend.
No, but it's me and Baby Mama who's standing at his full height, and I want to try to roll intimidation on them.
Well, isn't Snack like right there too?
Yes, Nick is
Okay.
on that.
Do you mean to roll intimidation too? Since I'm
That's a natural 20, so 26.
Oh wow. Okay. So yeah, that I'm going to say that there was 5 of them. I'm going to say that works on 4 of them. You got them pretty much all scared,
Okay.
except one guy who's like,
well, I rolled a 19 plus 3, so 22 for that last one.
It's the last guy.
all right. Let's see. I have forgotten what exactly does if they're intimidated. What exactly does that do? I have forgot what that does.
That is at the DM's discretion to just say like how they react to it.
Oh, okay. Well, here the other four guys, if they were scared of his roll, yours they're like wetting themselves, nervously shaking, grabbing swords, daggers, whatever they have, preparing themselves to die, basically. And the other dude, you manage to intimidate him, and he's a little shaky, but he pulls out his scimitar and says, "All right, man, let's do it."
When you're a jet, you're a jet. It's happening now.
Just to be clear, fellas,
Street gang.
if you want to give us enough for lodging for the night and my potion back, we won't have your heads chopped off.
Okay. The four of them were like, "It sounds like a deal. It sounds like a deal." And then the one guy who's their leader says, "No,
Snack,
I'm not
smash
giving
that guy.
anything away."
Okay, all right, I'm gonna roll persuasion on the four who are scared. That is a 16, and I'm gonna say, just because your boss wants to die doesn't mean you got to. How about we all join forces and take one for the team there, and maybe you can elect a new boss afterwards.
Taking a nod for the team.
They all agree, but none of them have the gold. It's the
Well,
leader.
that- okay.
However, you do get one guy just chucks you the water breathing potion.
Okay.
You gotta
So-
you gotta do one of those Gina Davis League of Their Own. Just catch it in the air.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me tell you, you got four guys scared stiff. They don't have the gold to give you. They did give you the water breathing though. Then you have their leader, who's like he's a little scared, but he's got his scimitar drawn. He's ready to go. He's waiting on you guys. I'm about to say roll for initiative, but I'm not doing that yet. What is your next move, guys? You got the potion, no goal.
Smash. Stick smash.
You gonna hit him?
I'm not there, so I can't say anything.
My character would not actually initiate combat. So if one of you feel like you would, that's up to
Well, I'm
you.
not there. I'm at the wagon.
Well, I know.
All right, so Duke, you're muted. What are you going to talk to?
It's not my money, so I'm not as invested. Were it my money, I would have told Sneck to smash this guy like 10 minutes ago,
Okay.
and then
so
just put an arrow
I'll
in his
just-
forehead.
Do what?
How far away am I from the leader?
I'd say you're about 10 feet.
Well, I guess I'll close the gap and swing at him.
All right, we get a rumble there.
Well, I'll give you one attack for free, and then after that, roll initiative.
It might be all we need.
I was gonna say, and his head pops off.
19 to hit.
That
You shouldn't need to check. Come on, 19? There's no way his armor class is 19 or better than. Actually, it would have to be 20, wouldn't it?
ooh. Yes, that hits. I think I just caught a mouse in a trap.
I thought I heard.
Do you mean us? Are you speaking metaphorically?
No, I mean an actual mouse. I think I just caught one.
13 damage.
Okay, let me just bring
Now,
up
the
my
other
phone.
four aren't gonna fight because they're all like already agreed to the persuasion thing.
No,
They're
they're-
all-
they're
But that was
scared.
just one
Yeah.
axe, right?
They're not going to fight at all.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to bring up.
Do I get a full round of attack or just one attack?
I'll let you swing twice if you want, since that's your thing. So that first damage was how much?
13.
Okay.
And this one would be
How much to hit?
16 to hit.
That hits.
And that would be 16 damage.
Okay. 16 damage. He is not happy. And he is going to go for.
Wait, do we
Hey,
roll initiative? Do we roll initiative now?
Yeah, it'd be initiative now.
Well, I mean, what's the point? It's either him or the other guy.
Well, all of
Well,
us.
It could be
wouldn't
me.
it be Alec?
Yeah,
He
if
doesn't initiate combat, so unless
No, I said I wouldn't initiate the combat, but if Snack started fighting the guy, I would go to help my
Join
party
in.
member.
Yeah, we're all going to join in once
Okay.
Snack
All
gets
right.
in. So we would all roll initiative.
That's the 20-sided dice again.
Yeah, plus your initiative.
Well,
you don't roll, you're not there.
No, it's just the three of us.
Yeah, you and I stayed with the horses in the
Oh,
way.
I can't shoot. Okay.
Okay. So what is everyone's initiatives?
17.
13.
16.
$17, 13, and 16.
Yes,
Yep.
sir.
Let's see. That's dead. All right. So the leader actually gets to go first, believe it or not. So what he is going to do is he's going to go
Kiss
after
his
Smek
pants.
first.
I go after
And
the Cyclops.
he is going to do a multi-attack. He can do that. He's going to first attack with his scimitar, and then he'll be using his dagger for the second attack. So first attack is going to roll for a 24 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Okay, so that is going to be, I'm just going to use averages. That's 6 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And then his second attack with the dagger is going to be an 18 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, and that's going to be 5 points of damage.
Okay.
And then it goes to whoever had the 17 in initiative.
That'd be me.
Okay,
21 to hit.
that hits.
Can I just like yawn and lean against the wall for a little bit?
Yeah.
15 damage.
How much?
15.
Okay.
Not dead yet.
And that would be a 12 to hit.
That misses.
Okay.
So as you're coming up for him, he's got the studded leather on. You just barely nick the leather and miss with that one. So next up would be who rolled a 13?
No, no,
Or, I mean,
John
a
rolled-
16. Who rolled a 16?
16 is me. Okay, so let's get a little lay of the land. How far away am I?
Well, you've been standing back the whole time, so
I
you're
was
going
with
to have
Alec,
to go
yeah.
15 feet to get to
15
this
feet.
guy.
That's a long ways. Yeah, I'll fire an arrow at him.
All right, roll to hit.
Yes, sir. Dirty 17.
Dirty 17 hits very dirtily.
It's just nasty. Just nasty. And that'll be an 11 points of damage.
Okay.
He's still alive?
I guess this guy's still alive. Good lord. This is a level 1 fight?
Well,
No.
maybe it wasn't intended to be a level 1 fight because we weren't necessarily intending to fight this guy. I thought for sure I'd laid that guy out. And I could give a big.
Lop
I was
his head
planning
off.
a big speech and everything.
Next up is a warlock then.
Cast Firebolt. That is a 16.
That just hits.
All right. 7 points of fire damage.
All right. That it? That it for you?
Yeah.
Okay. So it goes back to the top of the order. It's his turn again. He just really is angry at Smek. So he's going to go for his multi-tack again. So that's going to be that's going to be an 8 to hit.
That misses.
I figured.
Probably not.
And the
gonna
next
do it.
one is 22 to hit.
That hits.
Somehow that
Okay,
one does.
so you take 6 points of slashing damage.
Doesn't matter.
And fall to the ground.
Oh crap!
Wasn't that second attack? Shouldn't that have been a dagger attack?
Yeah.
Okay, then you took 5 points.
Okay, I still fall to the
All
ground.
right. Fun to make sure.
Okay.
Neither of
it
us can
goes
heal,
to-
right?
Well, no,
I think
the healers are like around the corner.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was Smek, so Smek rolled a death saving throw.
19.
Okay, that's a 1 save.
Yep.
All right, so it's up to Duke.
How's this guy looking? by the
How
way?
far? How
He
far
is
away?
not looking good at all.
Okay,
How
then
far
I'm
away
gonna
from
shoot
the
him there.
wagon is this going
Yeah, I was
on?
gonna say, can we?
They moved the whole city block away, going to get to these guys around the corners to intimidate them.
So we don't have line of sight.
No, you don't have line of sight, and you don't really hear it that well either.
Okay.
So I'm gonna put another arrow in this guy. Natural 19, so that's probably gonna hit.
That hits.
Ooh, nice. That'll be 12.
Explain how you kill him.
Shoot an arrow right up his ass, and he just goes down.
I'm not even going to ask how he turned around, but okay.
Well, it was Captain
Trick
Shrek,
shot.
it was on the other side.
I'm gonna quickly load another arrow and threateningly tell the other guys to.
Oh, they've
just
already run off. Once the other
leave.
dude goes
Okay, good.
down, they,
All right, I was gonna do a whole thing, but it's even better.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go over and use a one of my healer's kits to stabilize Snack.
And
So
I'm
what that
going.
means is he's still at 0 and unconscious, but he now does not have to roll
He
saving
doesn't, yeah.
throws. He's stable.
Exactly.
I'm going to loot the corpse.
Yeah, loot.
Okay.
Yeah, we can pick the dead, right? Because I mean,
Oh, yeah.
the studded leather, the whole
Take
nine.
everything he's got.
Let's see here if he has anything specifically on him. You can grab a dagger and a scimitar if you wish.
Yeah, I'll take a dagger.
And he also has 15 gold pieces on him, plus the 8 that he was betting for you guys.
So
So,
23.
yeah, he has 23 gold pieces.
Can you take a studded leather?
He has studded leather on.
Can you take it?
Sure. I'll take the scimitar too, just for the hell of it.
Okay.
Yeah, we ain't leaving. Don't leave nothing behind.
Yeah.
And that
How many feet away is Uguay?
is Uguay. Uguay is
Or
like
clickbait,
probably,
either one. So
Yeah.
he's a city block away. However big that is.
Oh, we have to get the wagon over to.
Yeah, because I can't. We're not going to be able to lift him. So I tell Warlock I'm going to go get the guys.
Yeah, I'll stay with Snack.
I go. All I needed to get is within 120 feet, and I can do my cantrip where I can whisper, and Uguay can hear me.
Do you have to see him? Don't you have to see him?
It doesn't say you have to see. You have to just be within range.
So you know where he's at. So you
Yes.
just okay. Well, let's just say you go 100 feet, and then the rest is your range.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
I
you're
just
going-
tell him we need the wagon and you guys because Sneck is down, but he's okay. He's stable.
All right, so we just come back. We bring the horses and the wagon back,
Okay, so you bring the horses and the wagon back.
and then
One, somebody
I would say
heals him.
have our cleric,
Your wounds.
yeah, do the heal him up.
So I can do a cure wound on him.
Yep, that'll work.
So I need to roll creature. I've never done this. This is the first time I'm actually rolling a dice to do something. So
There you go.
It's like, other than that fight we had that I turned the gun into a stone. The creature you touch regains the number of hit points equal to 1d8 plus your spell casting ability modifier. This spell has no effect on dead. Okay.
So you basically go up and touch him, and roll a d8 and add whatever your spell casting is, and that's on one of the sheets of paper up top.
All right. So my d8 is the triangle one, right? The
Yeah,
diamond.
the one that has a 0 on one of the faces. Yeah.
That's a 10.
That's a
That's a
10.
10. You want the D8, yeah.
Oh, d8. My bad.
All right. So I got an 8.
Nice.
Oh wow!
So, and then I add it with the what? The modifier
Your
for
modifier.
For spell casting.
So for a cleric, that should be wisdom, I believe.
okay. So that'd be a +2
Okay.
Plus your proficiency.
plus my proficiency, which is a +2.
So 4.
So 8 plus
So
4.
he's at 12. That actually that brings you back 100%, doesn't it?
Not quite.
Huh.
So,
I thought you had 12 HP.
No, I've got 14.
Oh, okay. Well, it almost brings you back all the way. Okay, so Smek's good to go. You guys are in the wagon. You bring the wagon up to the inn. We're going to fast forward this a little bit here. You go to the inn. You step inside the door, although Smek has to stay outside in the wagon with baby mama and I assume Alec.
For the moment.
And that's where we're going to end it tonight. You guys will meet the people and figure out what you're going to do for the inn stay next time.
Sweet.
So you all level up to level 2. And yeah, that's it. So we will be back next Sunday. And the guys will decide then if I am to continue on or not. And hey, join us. We might actually go take a look at the knob and maybe even touch it, and who knows what else.
Duke Renard is definitely looking forward to touching the knob.
He is looking so forward to the knob.
Highlight.
Anyway, thanks. Thank you guys for joining me. Thanks everyone for watching. We will see you next time. Bye.